What's up everyone, welcome back to Just Finished Coding. This is part 3 of our Projectile Simulator, so let's get coding.
Just finished coding.
Now quick interjection here, if you've not checked out part 1 or part 2, make sure you check those out before you come here because we're almost done with our Projectile Simulator and you're going to miss out on a lot of stuff. So make sure you click that card right there and check out part 1 and part 2. Now if you're here, I'm going to assume that you've watched part 1 and part 2, in which case all that's left to create a full-fledged projectile simulator is our user interface. Now as you can see here, our variables clutter up the screen and most of them really just do not have to be seen by the user. Now how we can hide them and make it better for the user is to head over to your variable section, any of the sprites, and then uncheck all the boxes except the essential ones. Now the essential ones are what basically need to be shown to the user, and I think gravity and initial velocity, since they're user customizable, need to be shown, and I also think time needs to be shown to the user because that's the whole point of it. Now you want to uncheck all the boxes except those three, and we should have this as our output. Now you want to move the time to a convenient corner. I'm just going to keep it in its current way as it is, but you can double click and change it if you want. Okay, now the next thing we can do is to add a background. So click backgrounds in the stage category and now head over to your backdrops. You want to fill it with a nice blue color, and the color that works is about 52, 66, 100. Okay. So make sure you fill it with that color. Also, you could change the color a bit if you want. Just make sure it sort of resembles the sky. Okay, here we are. So this thing covers our entire screen. I seem to have a bit of lag here. Yeah, we're back. No problems. Okay, so you can see this thing covers the screen on its own, which is pretty good. Now the last thing we want to do is some additional UI work. Now this isn't a compulsory step, but I think it would make our program look a lot better. Now here's our current output, okay? So we click the green flag, okay, we can move the gun as we want to, and now when we click the space bar, the ball goes up like this. Now wouldn't it be nice if we could have a motion, okay? But we have the motion along with a line being drawn at every step. So we'd have a nice clean line to show the path that the ball actually took. Now to do this, you need to use the pen down and pen up blocks of code. Now in case you're in Scratch 2, it's really easy. It's just in one of your blocks. But if you're in Scratch 3, they actually made it a bit trickier to access it, but it's pretty simple. So you want to click the extensions in your bottom left corner, and now you want to click pen. Okay, so you should have a new, I don't know what's this called. You should have this entire block of blocks of code which would open up to you once you've clicked that block. Okay, now when you're clicking the green flag, you obviously want to erase all effects that are on the screen. So insert that block of code right there. So now when the spacebar is actually pressed, head over to your ball sprite and now add this one key block of code, which is pen down. Now you can set the pen color to anything you want. I'm going to set it to, I don't know, let's think about this. I'll set it to a bright red. Okay. So yeah, a bright red color. So the color I'm using is color 0, saturation 90, and brightness 100. Feel free to copy that if you want. Let's actually test this now. So click the green flag and hit the space bar, and the ball actually moves, and you can see it's a nice way to actually simulate the motion. Now you can actually change the pen size, okay? And I'm going to set the pen size to about 10 so that we get a nice thick line. And let's test this out once again. So click go, and it's a nice line there. So this line actually shows, And I know the graphics may be a little bit poor, but that's okay. When we actually go into our full screen, I mean, it's a little less noticeable. No, it's still, I mean, it's still a bit weird that we don't have a really straight line, but that's it you're going to get with Scratch 3, okay? So you can bear with that. So now you can see it's a really nice line that shows the motion of our ball. And one good thing is that it always tags the ball. So even if we changed our initial velocity to some really absurdly high number and we hit the green flag, it still would follow it. Now obviously if our screen was bigger, the ball would continue to move to our right and the pen movement would also be a lot more real life. I mean, it wouldn't just stop awkwardly there. But again, we have a limited screen right here, so obviously we need to constrain it within that. So we have a little lower initial velocity, let's just say 15, and now we change the angle to about that much and hit. Now you can see we actually have a nice smooth pen drawing. Okay, here we are. So that's it we're going to be doing for our projectile. So if you want to think of any ways to further enhance the program, make sure you comment down below. I mean, I'd love to see some thoughts, and maybe I'd even make a part 4 on further enhancing the program. Okay, up to you guys. Make sure you comment below. Also comment on what you'd like to see next. Okay, whether it's a game or it's a Python tutorial or a Scratch simulation. I'll go through them, and if there are enough votes, I'll make sure I do that. So that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Our next video is going to be releasing tomorrow, so make sure you're notified by hitting the notification bell and the subscribe button. Also, if you made it this far, please help me out, give me a like. And that's it I want to say, guys. See you all. Bye bye.